14. I got shot like a year or so before that, and I wasn't doing it. I had like a little 9 to 5 before that, but I was just about to start. I had an interview, not about to start working there, but I had an interview for the post office the next. So, over. I ain't like the 9 to 5 thing. Nonetheless, fast forward, I start going because he been doing this, Mr. Business. He been doing his thing with it. So I started just going to his. I had downtime. I'm helping him. I'm basically his support system, like going, making sure his shoots is he got everything he need. He need an extra hand. I'm just helping him. I wasn't even worried about a camera. I ain't think about a camera. I see a DSLR camera. Okay, I don't think nothing of it. I don't care about him. So nonetheless, as you around it so much, you start learning. You be like, oh, I possibly can do this too. He let me see a 6D, Canon 6D. He let me see it. I shot my first music video in like 2016. Yeah, I shot my first music video in 2016. From there, just been progressing. And yeah, the actual name QX Media came from, because his business is Mr. Business Productions. So when I started mine, I'm like, all right, Quan Knox Productions. I'm like, production sound cool. You use it, I'm gonna use it. So, but it ain't sound right. So, me, him, his wife, we was just juggling, we like Googling like what actually like sound good with Quan Knox. But so we came up with media was one of the things. So I'm like, media. So I'm like, what do media companies do? I'm like, all right, it fits. Whatever, I'm gonna use it. So when I sent I'm like, I DM'd this guy that do logos. I don't know where he's from, but I'm like, I need a logo. Here's the name of it, Quan Knox Media. I need a logo. He's sitting back this. I was like, QA. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna run with that because it do sound better, but I don't know how you got to it. Then I realized once he sent the full, because it's another logo like this that says Quan Knox Media with the Q and the X bigger than the, what's in between Quan Knox. So QX Media, that's how the name came about.
All right, so let's go back for a minute. So you said you had a post office job. What was you going to
do? I didn't have a post office job. I had an interview for the post office the next day. I'm pretty sure I would have had it, though. Yeah. But, yeah, I was going to be a mailman.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I was going to be a mailman.
You do realize I was a mail woman at one point?
No.
I was.
No, I don't realize that.
Hard job.
It is. I mean, even now, I'm on my feet 4 hours at a time, 6 hours at a time at events. So I can do it.
And a post office job is two totally different realms.
As far as the actual, you saying how strenuous it is, like walking, or you saying it's more to
walking, So let me give you a prime example. So you know how some areas in Chester is flat, some areas in Chester is high. Right. So imagine going out to like a place like Aston, because Aston is or was then connected to Chester. Okay. So they have routes out there. So imagine it being like hills and valleys. It's cold, it's windy, it's wet. You do realize that all the mail is delivered in all types of weather.
That's cool.
You sure?
That's cool, yeah.
Well, you are a little person. So you might be able to hop, jump, It all depends on the person. But me personally, I feel like it's a man's job. But it's a lot of women that do it only because the discriminatory factor. And women are very good at it. But if you've been there for quite some time, you get the good routes. The good routes are, you might have like, let's say 26 blocks. Versus somebody got like 40. And just imagine if you have like 26 blocks and then they say, oh, well, we need you to do overtime or overtime on another route. Now they added 15, 20 more blocks to you. So it's a very strenuous job. But I do feel like you would have been able to do it though.
Yeah, I feel like I would have had it in me. I mean, like I wouldn't have knew until I tried. Like I probably would. I maybe had. I don't quit. I used to work at Victoria's Secret for like a day, 2 days.
Real? What was you doing?
I was what was I doing? I was in the front, like I was working. I wasn't the cashier, but I was like, going through the drawers, fixing stuff up.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was done, but I quit.
You had on your all black attire?
Yeah, I had on my all black. Yeah. I quit a lot of jobs, so I don't think me personally. I probably would have quit that eventually because I don't know. It's something about working that I need to be my own.
Your own boss.
Yes.
I got that. So, when it comes to Mr. Business, for those of y'all that don't know, Mr. Business is our family.
Yeah.
And Mr. Business was on the show a couple weeks back, and he dropped 101,000 jewels. And I know that Mr. Quan is going to do the same.
I'm going to try.
So what have been some ups and downs that you may have experienced with the Quan Knox Media brand?
The brand,
'Cause that's what it is. It's a brand.
yeah, not because I thought when you initially asked it, my head was like period. But as far as with the brand, it's a lot. No, not a lot. Good and bad as everything else,
Yeah.
but like first getting started, like you don't know everything. Like when you dealing with people's events and things, like you got it's in your hands. Like so it's like at first, like first starting off, you nervous. You like, oh, I hope I don't mess this up. Like you like, oh, I ain't got nobody that turns. Like this is me. I'm the face of it.
Yeah.
So once you get through that phase, then it's just things like, all right, now the ball rolling. But then you might have a good slow 2 months where it's like the winter, for instance, it slows down. Like of course, there's still stuff happening, birthdays still happening, people throwing people birthday parties, but it's not as busy as say the summer, the spring, because people having something for everything for every reason. Because it's nice out, they gonna have something, they want to record it. But yeah, I would say that is the biggest downfall, like that break, and but you learn to adapt and prepare for it. You learn to all right, I know I'm in 3 months, 4, 5, 6 months from right now, it's gonna be a little slower. You can prepare for that now because you been through it before, you learned it. So, but I would say that's the big. It's not too many downfalls. But that's the biggest because everything else it's part of the game.
So what do you do in that downtime?
In the downtime,
do you have like other businesses that you may have created, or do you just manage it to the point where as though you can still sit and still be comfortable where you are when it comes to finances? Yeah,
I'm it's like I said, it slows down. It doesn't dry up completely. So it's still to a point where like I have enough on my plate where I'm good for throughout the duration. Like I can continue to only do this. Not saying I can't use more streams of income.
Yeah,
of course.
Absolutely.
But doing the videography, photography, I'm good to where I'm straight for my lifestyle. I'm straight for my lifestyle. Not if I was trying to upgrade my lifestyle, of course, yes, I need help. But my lifestyle that I live, I'm not super flashy. I'm not, you feel me? I don't chase the big designer stuff. So my lifestyle, I'm gonna keep reiterating that I'm comfortable in what I do leaves me comfortable to get through it, even on the downtime.
Awesome. So recently you had a beautiful baby boy.
Yeah, August 11th, 2000.
He will soon be 1.
August 11th, yeah.
Wow. So how has that been?
It's been good. I love it. It's life changing. Like I mean, if anybody that follow my page, I post him like nonstop. Like I take him on walks every chance I can. Like he was probably not even a month going on walks. Like I just couldn't wait to just do stuff with him. Like, but yeah, like I love it. It's a great feeling. It's a great time just watching him. Like watching his personality to see
and everything change.
Yeah, what he's going to be like once he's able to start talking and once he's able to catch attitude. We know he doing now, but once you can really understand why he has that, like just different stuff. Like he can be mad at somebody genuinely, like just seeing how he handle it, like just watching his character grow and him grow as a human.
What has fatherhood taught you thus far?
Patience.
That's a big one.
Yeah, like my sister know, my mom, everybody know I don't have patience. Like if I even come pick you up and you say you ready before I get there and I get there and you're not ready, I probably pull off. Like I don't have no patience. It's like, why aren't you told me you were ready? Like I have no patience. But he taught me patience. Like even when he first came home, like the crying, like I wasn't adapt. I'm like, yo, get him, yo. Like why are you crying? Like no, like you cool. Patience, like it done over the months, it done grew, and I can actually deal with him throughout his tantrums and whatever else, and get through it with him.
Everything.
Yeah.
Parenting is another full-time job. So how do you manage that while also being a business owner?
It's not that. What I'm trying to say, it's not. I don't know. It's not like a challenge to manage it, if I'm saying that correctly. Like it's like because what I do, the bulk of it is the weekends. So
Got
like
it.
I might have like a photo shoot on a weekday, but everyone has their events Friday to Sunday. So Monday through Friday, while his mom is at work,
You got him.
I got him. Well, we live together, but I got him. So like it's like all right. So and then weekends, she's a counselor for the high, so she don't work. So now while I'm out doing my work, she got him. So it's not really hard to manage the two. So yeah.
So, what type of parenting style do you plan on having, or have you even thought that far? Because he's still
Parenting style.
He's still little. He's still growing. So there's going to be that time when he becomes that toddler. There's going to be that time when he goes to school.
Right.
And if you look at the way you were brought up, like, would there be anything different that you would change from your upbringing with him?
No, I mean I probably that I can pinpoint no, but I don't know. I don't think like I wouldn't compare my childhood to what I want him to have or what he currently has or what he can get because it's different times, different situations. So
absolutely.
And I know that how people from my generation was brought up is different than this generation, and not even as far as like how we're choosing to bring them up, but just the circumstances of what was able to be done with us. So,
because social media right now plays a huge part in a lot of our lives.
Right. So I can say, oh, I'm gonna make sure he never goes without this and that and the third, but that would make it seem like I regret going without something that I didn't have, which I don't because I had a great childhood.
And it made you
I had
who you
fun.
are
We was
today.
like that's the difference. Like for instance, we were always outside, like always outside, out back Memorial Park. We was always around the neighborhood. These kids don't. I mean, I see some still, but the bulk of them they're
in the house
on the internet. So like, if he chooses to be an internet child, you like always on the. That's for me. That's different from when I was a kid. But if that's like the route that so that alone is going to shape him as a different person from me as a person because I lived my childhood differently.
Yeah.
So he's going to be a whole different child just off of that. So I just going to let life be what life is and walk him through it where I can. But I'm just going to let him. I don't have no plan for his childhood per se. I'm just going to roll with the punches.
So you know how sometimes you see, people and they have their kids out and they're like, here, just take the phone, just take this iPad, just go sit down, just do this. So will you be an interactive parent or will you be that parent that be like, okay, I got to do this. So you got to take this social media. You got to do this. You got to do that. Because oftentimes I see people, letting basically the phone and the tablets and all them raise the kids because you're really not spending time with them if you're just sitting in the room, you on your phone, they on the tablet, or every time you turn around, you like, just go sit down. I don't even want to be bothered. Right. So will you, not asking, will you be that type of parent, but will you have some type of, not restriction, but.
No, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
But, honestly, it depends on what I'm literally doing. Like, if I'm, like you say, if I'm on my phone and then no, like, no. But if I'm really doing something, like if I got a editing deadline, like it's 7 or something right now, and I have to have it done by 10. You gotta cool out for a second. I'm gonna try to lay you down. Hopefully, we can get a good nap out you. If not, I'm gonna turn on Gracie's Corner. We're gonna chill you out until I can get to you.
But that's different.
But then, that's
because
what I'm saying.
We were raised on cartoons,
right?
You know what I'm saying? So that's different. Like, yeah, kids gonna be mesmerized with the colors and the sounds,
right.
But a whole full blown. They knowing how to scroll the whole
tablet. You mean like once he's able to actually engage with the stuff?
Yes.
Oh no, I'm waiting for him to walk down just so I can be interactive with him. Like, nah, once he's able to actually physically navigate and click this app and that, I doubt that's gonna be my go-to to distract him. Like, I'm waiting for him to be able to do all that so I can interact with him more. So no, I'm gonna definitely be a hands-on parent, like real in his face.
Which honestly, you are right now.
Yeah.
I remember when I was riding down the street, I said, wait a minute, is that my cousin walking with the stroller?
Oh, yeah.
I pulled up. I was like, what's up, cuz? She was like, I'm just chilling, just walking the baby.
Yeah.
Me personally, full transparency, like, I'm super proud of you.
Thank you.
I know, where you were and what it took to get where you are right now. Right. And I'm super proud. Because at the end of the day, you have shaped yourself into the man that you were supposed to be. And then, you know, you're building your family. Like when, you know, when it was revealed that you was having a baby, because I don't know if it was a son at the time, but you was super excited. And then for him to be here now and to see who you are with him, it's like a whole different you.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you.
What are some obstacles you had to overcome?
Parenthood, or you mean like
just
in life?
Yeah, in life general.
Obstacles. Drinking was one. I used to drink like I started drinking at 14. Probably young. I probably started drinking at like 14, 15. I don't know. It was early. But so once like I got an addictive, I recently learned I have an addictive personality.
Oh, wow.
So anything I do that's what's the word? Anything I do that I probably don't want, like I'll be like if something I want to try once, I thought I'm gonna try it once. Like unless it's just something I like. If it's something that's going to inconvenience me, well, that inconvenience me. But I mean, like, if I want to go to New York to do something one time, I probably do that once because I ain't want to go back to New York to do, like, go to a special place. Yeah. But if it's something that I can do here, locally, a lot, a.k.a. like drinking, and I say I'm gonna try it once. Let's say if I never tried drinking before and I'm gonna do it once. I think that, but I recently learned I have an addictive personality to where I get addicted to things.
You're easily addicted to things.
Yeah, like right now, if I did some coke, some people probably can just do coke and be like, all right.
No, I
never did it. But I'm just saying, I would be the person, like people on the shroom thing right now. Everybody doing shrooms right now.
Yeah.
If I would be the one, if I ever try shrooms, I'm going to take, there's no limit for me after that. Like I'm going to be on shrooms. I can't, so I have that personality to where I can't do things to where I'm going to be on it.
So that's probably why you're so good at what you do when it comes to the shooting of videos and, you know, videography and photography, because it's just something about when you get that camera in your hand that you just magically turn it into something that's major. And, you know, when you look at any video or anything that you may shoot, I'm like, wait a minute, that's some awesome editing right there.
Thank you.
And not even a factor of it's some awesome editing, because you have to incorporate all of the things that you want to see in it.
Right.
And I remember, you know, when I shot my intro, I'm thinking, well, you know, let me go get this blowout. I'm gonna have to just do this one time. You was like, cuz, just be prepared. You walk down this hallway, you want to do this about 6-7 more times. I got to catch it again, and I got to catch it again, because if one little thing is off, we got to do it over, because I need it to be right.
Right.
So the addictive personality may be bad in certain areas, but in other things it's very good, because you're very meticulous when it comes to that camera. Like, it's like you pick it up and you become a whole nother person in a good way.
Yeah, that's a blessing of it, is where it's like, it's also like I you know, addictive in bad ways, but also it's like you said, it could be a good thing. To where, like last night, the microphones I posted, got the microphones. So my whole thing, I was trying to get it the audio to sync with the actual camera footage instead of having to sync it up later in post. I tried it. It was late. I tried it. I'm like, all right, it ain't working. I could have just waited till the day and Googled it. You know, try to figure it out. I spent like 2 hours just trying to. I figured it out, but like I didn't stop until I got it right. I don't need them no time soon. So it wasn't major that they worked at that moment, but I had to get it done, and that's one thing that, you know, that's one of the benefits. Like I stick to something. Like how it can be bad. I stick something out in a good way too.
So how did you use your second chance?
Second chance?
Yeah. So
what second chance?
So not recently, because it wasn't recently, but a while ago, you was released.
Okay. Oh, I'm like, second chance.
Yeah, you was released, and so basically, how did you use your second chance? Because that's basically giving you a second chance at life.
Yeah.
Take your time.
I'm trying to think. Like, honestly, the only thing cause like when I got out, I went straight back to shooting. Well, I had to do some unfinished editing from when I got booked, but once like I got right back to shooting, and basically I just got right back to work. Honestly, tried to make up for lost time. Found out I had a son on the way, like 2 months after I came home. So
that sounds about right, y'all.
Yeah, yeah, like 2 months after I came home. Well, I didn't even know he was a son. I'm gonna say I had a child on the way. And yeah, I quit drinking, so I haven't drunk in 3 years. So
wow.
Yeah, I haven't drinking 3 years. I said drunk. I haven't drank in 3 years. So I was on my workout kick. Clearly get it up. Life catch up. But
life does catch up.
Life catch up. All right. I'm gonna get back in the gym though. But yeah. So I just use it to stay busy, get back to work, and be a better person overall. And I feel because when I say this to my friends, they be thinking I'm crazy. But I really feel like prison, not jail, not county, state prison, really can. I'm gonna say it do. I'm gonna say it can, if you use it right, rehabilitate you and really, like, get you to where you may want to be or the person you may want. If you in there on the same bull crap that you was out on, it's like I done seen people come in, like they might smoke. Of course, they smoke weed out here, but they'll come in and start doing a whole nother drug, like in jail. It's like, nigga, you here.
Maybe they have that addictive behavior.
But you that's cool.
But I do know what you're saying though.
But you're in prison starting a new habit. It's like you can use this time to clean up, get your body right, get your health right. Nothing cooked in grease. So now you cutting greasy foods. You can only get soda tickets once a week when you go to the gym. So it's like you ain't drinking caffeine and coffee, I guess, but you ain't drinking caffeine barely. You ain't eating bad. I mean, your commissary foods. But regardless of all that, my point is, you can change a lot and become a better person and really come out here a different person and be who you probably thought you couldn't be or who you aspired to be, or just, you feel me, come out way better. And I feel like I came out way better, like, overall. And yeah, it was a journey. It was a journey, but I appreciate it. I appreciate that journey.
It happened so fast.
Yeah. Because
it went from a minor something to something major. So how were you in that moment? Like when you knew what you was about to face, or whatever the judge handed down, how were you, like, physically in that moment? Like, oh my God, like, what's about to take place?
I knew. I didn't know. When I got booked, I didn't know. But, like, because I was in the county before I went upstate, I was in the county for a year, I think. A little over a year, probably a year. I don't know. Something like that, along those lines. So, after talking to your lawyer so many times and going to court dates, you realize what you about to get.
Yeah.
So, but when he said it and when he gave me my time, it was, I didn't blink twice. It was like, all right, like, thank you.
Because I'm here. It's not like I'm going to get let out tomorrow.
Yeah, like, thank you. I already was getting time off from when I do go up, because I was in here because once you get sentenced from the county, you sit until they come get you. And we was in COVID times.
I used to work there.
Right. So we was during COVID. Like, I don't know how it was before COVID, how fast they come get you, but they ain't come get me to take me upstate for like after I got sentenced for like another 5 months. So after I'm sentenced, I'm still in the county for 5 months. So by the time I get upstate, I already got 5 months coming off. Once off of that time, I'm gonna have to do. So I wasn't mad at that. I was a little mad because I heard the food was better upstate, which it was. But it was like,
because I don't know if you know, but the record supervisor of Delaware County is the one that commutes your sentence. And when you go up, the sentence go with you. So they kind of can tell you how much time you got. You just got to be paroled from state.
Right.
But the records supervisor, they the ones that compute the sentences. For state.
For state. Oh, all right.
County, the record specialists do that. But the record supervisor, they the ones that compute the sentences.
Oh, all right, yeah. Because
and trust me, all the time if all the time you sat in there was for that one case,
right,
you got all that time off.
Well, no, because the actual time, just the 5 months after I got sentenced, the actual time leading up to getting sentenced, I was already on probation.
Oh wow.
So that was just that time.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it was I respected the decision. I liked it because it could have been worse. So I was cool. I'm like, all right, bet, go up there, do this little time. Cool.
So how hard was? Well, no, how hard was it hard to adapt to like your business, getting back into the groove of things and all that once you was released?
No,
you just pop right back in.
Yeah, just right back in the mix. Cause I had like a following already to where it's like I done shot so much before I got booked that when my name like was already like basically the time changed nothing as far as that, because people like ain't like I lost a hand. Ooh, is he gonna be able to hold this camera right now?
Yeah.
It's like other than me not being here, nothing changed. Like you don't forget your skill. I had to brush up on my software. Like remember with the press to do this, but other than that, nothing changed as far as the skill and what I can produce and the type of photographer I am. So yeah, nothing. People that I've been shooting videos for, they said they couldn't wait for me to get out to get back to it. Certain people mad I missed their certain events that they wanted to book me for, but they done booked me for something else that came up. So it was all love when I came back. So I went right back to it. Try to just swing, right back in the mix.
All right. So when you're shooting and you're like recording and all those different things, you primarily shoot local or you shoot all over? And what's the farthest you've done a shoot or a video or anything of that nature?
The farthest?
Like, have you ever went to like New York, like Maryland?
Yeah, I don't shot videos in New York, but I'm thinking like something like off the coast or something. I never shot like off the coast. I don't think. I mean, no. I haven't shot like off our coast, but I don't shot in New York. Like just local, but distant stuff. Nothing too out of pocket. Like no resort weddings or nothing like that. But yeah, I shot like. I'm open to it. Anybody listening? Yeah, I shoot something. You want me to come to Cali? Let me know. But yeah, I haven't shot anything. Like I shot New York. I shot what was that? What was that place? Like of course the tri-state area, Maryland, Baltimore, like just stuff like within that's most people wouldn't consider too far away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how big have you dreamed that your business gonna be?
I don't know. I know one of my end goals is I want to have like, I don't want to shoot necessarily. I want to have shooters. That sounds weird. I want to have people shooting for me, and I just want to like not even direct them. Like I don't want to make sure you get this. I just want to dispatch them.
Got it.
I want to send them on jobs and have like a QX Media production company to where, I got a team of shooters and you're going to be here tonight, you're going to be here tonight, you're going to be here tonight, and you're doing this. And then, we all just break bread.
Nice.
And I also want to be I still want to do I got aspirations to be a private videographer for like a celebrity. Yeah.
So how you think you're going to make that happen?
I be every time I be trying. Every time a celebrity come to the city, I'm in their DMs. I'm googling their managers, PR people. I'm emailing everybody, trying to get it. Like I'll do this. You know what I'm saying? Just if you like the work, that's yours to post. I don't own no rights to it. I be going in. It never worked. But I be trying though. It's gonna happen.
It's definitely gonna happen. Has there been anybody who's inspired you, good or bad?
Good or bad? Yes, a lot of people that inspired me. Business, Mr. Business, him definitely. He changed my life. He probably won't even know it. Like I've never told him that. But like he changed my life. Like just like because you think doing something for somebody or just showing somebody, not even showing me, but because it started with me helping him and him bringing me along. Mm-hmm. But from me just picking it up and then him showing me certain things, that changed. Like, I haven't held a 9-to-5 since I started shooting in 2016, and I ain't regret it. Like, I don't feel like I go without. Like, and I've been running with it ever since. So yeah, that changed my life because I can be out here in this economy trying to find with a felony on me trying to find a job. But luckily for me, and thanks to Mr. Business, I don't never have to worry about where my next dollar going to come from.
Because you have that skill.
Because I had that skill, right? So yeah, him for sure. My old head, Rome, he probably don't mad I'm saying his name on here, but
shout out to Rome.
My old head, Rome, he every time I talk to him, I might can get a little bull crap 3 minutes out of him, but then he want to talk about real estate. He want to talk about.
I hear that's where it's at.
Yeah.
I hear that's where it's at. You got the funds and the means and the patience, because you need patience.
Yeah, I can't talk to him about bull crap for more than 3 minutes. We gonna talk about some business for the next hour of that 3 minutes. Like, he going.
But that's a good friend though.
Yeah. Yeah, I started working for him I had a long list of jobs out my life, right? Like, I started doing paper routes. Not paper routes. I started getting the paper for this elderly guy that used to live on 9th and Ingle. Mm-hmm. At was I 8? I probably was less than 8. I probably like 7, something like that. I used to get his papers every Sunday. He needed his paper. He used to give me $5 every Sunday to run to the store and get his newspaper. He'd pay for the paper and give me $5. So it ain't come out my 5. I let it. Did that. Then I started working at the car wash for Rome. He used to have like a water ice stand out there. He let me work in there. Then he let me move up to actually start washing cars. That was big money then, because that's like $20 a car, you feel me? So I'm only like 9, 10, 11, something like that. So yeah, so then I started moving up. He let me do that. Then he got the water ice trucks. He let me start working on water ice trucks. That was like more money, because it's like I ain't in one spot. Now I get to go through the city, see stuff, because I was a young boy. I ain't really moved throughout the city too much. You know, you get your four blocks. Yeah. You go this block, that block on your bike. You better not cross that street unless you tell us first or ask. So yeah, so now I'm on the east side on the water ice truck. I didn't know what the east side was, but yeah, I'm all over the city now. So basically, I just been from there since I started working in his water ice stand at like 9. We just like grew together. Like, he always looked out for me. He used to take me like little shopping, not sprees, but like we used to hit a store.
To look out.
Yeah, basically he's my old head. Yeah, he still is. Love him. And yeah, from there so now even today, it's always money talk, business talk. Like, you can't talk about bull crap for too long if you wanted to. Like, it's business talk.
So do you feel like, when you had your time down, do you feel like he was a little disappointed? Or did when you made contact with him, he made you feel like, okay, so I don't want you there, but this needed to happen?
No, neither of those really. He was super supportive. Like, he used to, you need it? Like, cause I had a little some bread when I went in. So like, he used to be like, you need anything? You good? Yeah, nah, I'm all right, yada yada. Like, he used to just always like, he pick up every phone call.
That's love.
Yeah, he used to. He was there the whole way.
Even if you didn't need him financially, you just needed his moral support.
Right, yeah. I mean, eventually, I definitely, that stuff get expensive.
Yeah.
Eventually, yeah, I needed bread. Right. But so yeah, I'm like, yeah. But it's you can say yeah to him. It was like my friends, all my guys, like, that's one thing anything I needed in there, I had my guys, I had him, I had my girl, I had you
had a support system.
Yeah, big support system. Like, it was to the point, like, I'm like, because you can only order $70 worth of food and $70 worth of cosmetics and stuff, like sweats and all that is one order, and straight food is another $70 order. Yeah. But it's it's not expensive, but it's expensive. So $70 fill up fast. It's like a market out here. Like $70 fill up super fast. So it was so supportive to where I can put $70 on somebody else's books. Yo, I give you $15, the other 55 mine. But here go my order. Place that. So it was like, my team, my family, my friend, they made it super comfortable.
That's what's up. Yeah. So, is there marriage in the plans for the girlfriend? Because we're calling her the girlfriend, but we want to call her the wife because we have a kid with her now. So, is there any plans to be married, or should I say this? Let me rephrase it. Do you see yourself as a married man?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I see myself in, like, I ain't got nothing against marriage at all. Like, marriage is marriage.
Because, you know, some people be a little iffy. They be like, oh, no, that's not for me. I'm great where I'm at. That's not for me. I'm good right here.
Nah, like, that's I don't mind like that. Like, even right now, like, I live, like, that life. Like, I don't go out. Like, I don't know the last time I actually been out besides, like, on a date. I don't know the actual time I actually been out. Like, I work, go in the crib, watch Nico, spend time with her. We might go out. Like, if I go to the casino, I'm going with her. If I'm going out to eat, I'm going with her. If I want to go try this new spot that just went viral on Facebook, I'm going with her. Like, so that life is already lived. It's just, we just ain't doing it.
When we get in the ring?
I don't know.
When we get in the ring?
I don't know.
I think we should start. I think you should start planning that part. Like, you know, start thinking about what ring sizes. I'm sure she done hinted at it, and you know.
You sure she hinted at what?
That ring.
Nah.
Cause we can't be continuing to play house.
Nah, she ain't hinted at that.
I'm gonna have to have a conversation.
Or I just don't know what a hint is.
that right there. That right there. That right there. I don't even know what the hint is.
But nah. I don't need the hint though. You feel me? Because it's like when the time is right, the time is right. Like, I'm gonna be on it. I don't like the hint. Like, that's pressure. I don't know.
Is it pressure?
That's
though?
pressure. Yeah, that's pressure.
It's pressure though.
That's pressure.
I think it's more pressure when you have a whole nother human being with a person versus.
Why that's pressure?
Versus getting married.
Why that's pressure?
Because people change. People change when kids come.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's more pressure than, you know, getting married.
Nah, because at that point it's your changes ain't got nothing to do with me. It's like I got my son.
Not your changes ain't got nothing to do with me. I got my son.
No, I'm saying because you saying it like in a bad way, like it's gonna be like shit gonna change.
Not in a bad way.
It's gonna go.
Sometimes people are with people for so long that when another person comes into the mix, i.e. the kid, it's like, oh, so the kid gonna take your time from me. The time I was spending with you now gotta go to the kid. So that's what I mean. Not nothing bad.
Oh no, I mean, nothing. Asking me, I don't think nothing changed. I think everything's still how everything was.
Well, I just say this, just make sure when it's a proposal and a wedding, just make sure I get an invite. That's it.
Got you.
Just to the proposal.
Oh, you mean like if it's like a big thing?
Both, yeah. Because I know you're gonna have somebody else shooting, and you're not gonna be shooting, and you trying to propose.
Don't be so sure of that. I shot my own baby shower.
Listen. You know, you're a man of many talents, but I feel like, you know, in those moments, you're supposed to enjoy those moments.
I have a GoPro on my head proposing.
Oh, my goodness. I can see it, too. I can see that. So, where do you see yourself, your brand, just life in general in the next 5 years?
Life in general in the next 5 years? Well, hopefully, you know, keep DMing these celebrities, get me somewhere. That'll be a great start. But other than that, just what I'm in control of.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna have a 5-year-old. Shit. Yeah. I don't know. I don't plan too much. I live life like tomorrow. It's a new day. Besides, if it's not in my calendar right now, I don't know about it. So we just gonna live, and I don't got nothing to do tomorrow. So tomorrow's gonna come and be what tomorrow is, because I don't have nothing on my calendar tomorrow as far as work. So tomorrow's gonna be what tomorrow is, and I'm gonna handle it as it comes. I don't have no plan per as it comes is how I tackle it.
That's good. That's a good way to live.
Yeah, I mean, it's a
too
great
far
way to
ahead.
live because it's people once you. I mean, not saying you shouldn't have goals, but once you do have them goals, and once depending on how hard you are on yourself, once you do have them goals, that becomes you can drown in that.
Yeah,
like you can lose it all just for this one goal. Like you gain 1 star, which is that goal, but you lost 5 because you abandoned them. Like, why? Just live your life and okay, I'm gonna attend to this because I know this is in my face right now. I think another bridge I got crossed is in 2 days. I cross that when I get there, and then everything is getting tackled as it comes. It's like, what's that thing when you got that game when the music balls and you got the Dance Revolution, John? It's like you got to step on them and the balls coming and you stepping them as they. That's life.
How life is, yeah.
Yeah, you step on them as they come. You don't set up because shit going to change by the time you get over there. Yeah. And now you're not prepared because you done planned for it.
Plan too much. Yeah,
you done planned for something that's not according to your plan. Now when you wait for it to come to you, you see it physically in your face. This how I'm going to go at it.
It's an awesome way of thinking.
Yeah, like, why would you plan for something that you don't know what it's going to be?
That is true.
At the time.
That is true. So, I want to thank you for coming on Straight to the Point. I know you probably was thinking to yourself, what kind of questions is she going to ask me?
No, I asked you what kind of questions
you did.
You did.
However, I try to keep the questions as cordial as possible. And I let the person, like I told you, I gauge the person and try to figure out where they want me to go with the questions.
I'm an open book.
I've never been in a situation currently where a person be like, oh no, I'm not answering that.
Right.
But you know, it is what it is. But yeah, thank you for coming on Straight to the Point.
Thank you for having me.
Exactly. I definitely wanted to get you on here to get your insight, get some information from you, because you know, for the most part, people know you, but they may not know you in the aspect that you just gave them right now.
Right.
Because oftentimes we see a lot of things on social media and we think we know somebody and we really don't.
Right.
Until they be like, oh, well, this happened or I did this and I said that. And they like, oh, wow, I didn't know that. I didn't.
Oh, yeah. Now, I try to be an open book. Like, people, like, I be posting some, what's the word? I don't know the word. For lack of a better word, I'm just going to say I be posting some opinions that's oppose others' opinions, and I don't know, like, that's me. Like, I don't care, and I let people talk amongst themselves on my status after I do it, because like, I'm not gonna debate with you. Like, this is my opinion. Like,
exactly.
You tell me how you feel, and now you.
And it's my social media.
Yeah, like, you tell me how you feel. I seen it. Great. I'm not replying to that. So it's like I'm an open book. Like, I'm gonna say like everything. Like I say, I'm not a flashy person. I don't buy designer Jordans, but is that designer? No. But I don't buy designer. I don't rock chains, and so it's like I'm already a natural in the. Now if I did all that and then y'all heard something crazy in my story, it's like, oh, they ain't see that coming. But I'm already living. Like, I post everything. Like, my story is everything. Like, y'all probably know my son better. Nah, y'all know my son better than me. But y'all know him probably as much as me, as much as I post him. Like, I post my life. Like, so it's like I'm not hiding nothing. Like, good, bad, anything. It's like it happened. Like, who am I faking for? Like,
yeah, that's
like,
true.
It happened.
That is true. All right, so thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of Straight to the Point, episode 11. My guest for next week will be Miss Jennifer Frazier. She is currently running for school board out in Chichester. I think it is, maybe Trainer, but she is running for school board. So Miss Jennifer Frazier will be tuning in on to the Straight to the Point next week, episode 12. I look forward to talking to you all. Thank you and have a good evening.